Welcome to newsok.com, and thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Wright, joined by Gina, Mizell. We're talking Oklahoma State football recruiting today. Signing day has arrived, and we're looking at the class that the Oklahoma State Cowboys are bringing in at defensive back. Let's focus there right now, Gina. Let's start with a guy that most likely ends up at defensive back, Jerel Murrow from Emporia, Kansas, recruited as an athlete, but most likely in this area, very talented athlete, it sounds like.
Sure. I mean, he could play wide receiver, but with the guys that Oklahoma State's already bringing in, plus all the guys they've got returning for 2013, it seems like he'll be needed more at defensive back. And, obviously a guy with good speed, good athleticism, a very highly touted recruit, a four-star guy. So I would expect to see him wind up at a defensive back. A guy like Justin Gilbert was an athlete a couple years ago, winds up at cornerback, and I think we'll see the same type of thing happen with Murrow.
Safety is a position where there's going to be some need eventually, closer than eventually.
Yeah.
It's pretty immediate, though they're not needing these guys to step on campus and play, but they're going to pretty soon after. Talk about the guys that they're bringing in there, guys like Trey Flowers, Derek Robinson, and Jordan Stearns.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a big need for this team going in because there's a lot of seniors. Zach Craig is a senior, Daytwan Lowe's a senior, Shamil Gary, all seniors. Lavachier Cooper was a guy who was a junior last year, ended up leaving the team midway through the season. So I think they'll need some of these guys this year, but for sure for the 2014 season. And yeah, you look at a guy like Jordan Stearns, again from Texas, Taylor Lewis, kind of the list goes on. And so it's going to be interesting to see in fall camp. I think you'll see maybe one of them play, maybe two of them play in 2013, and then you might see one redshirt that maybe could make the biggest difference moving forward.
Yeah, definitely want to get those guys acclimated early so that they're ready to go a year from now when their time comes. Cornerback, another interesting spot. Taylor Lewis could end up there, the DeSoto athlete. Also, Darius Curry. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, Darius Curry, the younger brother of C.J. Curry, who is the wide receiver for Oklahoma State, was a true freshman last season. Got injured about midway through the season, is probably going to be a medical redshirt. So him and his brother might actually be the same class for the rest of their career, which would be interesting. But yeah, their family's got a crazy story in that they grew up as big Georgia fans, but Glenn Spencer went into Georgia and was able to snag CJ, and then Darius, his younger brother, obviously kind of followed suit, and they've even got another younger brother that might be coming to Oklahoma State in a couple years. So the Curry tradition and the Glenn Spencer mining Georgia tradition is still quite alive for Oklahoma State and for the Curry family, I guess.
Very solid defensive back class that the Cowboys are bringing in on signing day. Thank you, Gina. Thank you for joining us, and stick with newsok.com/sports for all the Oklahoma State Cowboys signing day coverage.